Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In this lecture you are going to study about the introduction to the syntax. So the subject you are going to study is basically about the grammar and syntax. So you as you know that as being the students of English language, it is very important for you people to be familiar with the grammatical concepts and the concepts of the syntax. So you all know from the very beginning that what the grammar is. So in this lecture our particular focus is on the syntax, which is the field of the branch of the linguistics. The lecture outline is we are going to study about the introduction to the syntax, why syntax is important, and why do languages have syntax. So let's begin towards the lecture. Before starting the lecture on the introduction to the syntax, let me clear the concept about the difference between the grammar and syntax. From the very beginning, from the very childhood, you know that grammar is all about the paths of speech, the tenses, direct and indirect, and the many more things. Okay, so you know that grammar is a broad term. Like if a sentence is written, you may say it's not grammatical. If a word is written, you may say the word is ungrammatical. But here the syntax is linked with the grammar, is a part of a grammar, is a branch of linguistics, but it basically deals, it is not concerned with the words, it's not concerned with the syllables, it's not concerned with the sounds, it is purely concerned with the structure of a sentence, that how a sentence is to be made grammatically correct and what are the rules that make the sentence grammatically incorrect. So syntax basically deals how sentences are structured. It has no what, for example, we know that in grammar, for example, if there is a word, for example, we have a sentence like she is a good girl. So what we have in grammar, we have paths of speech and sentences. So the tense is simple present tense, and what we have, if we were given the words, we have she, we have is, we have a, we have a good, we have a girl. Then how to make she is a good girl, this is actually the concern of syntax, that how to connect the words, the string of words, in a way which makes a sentence grammatically correct. The term syntax is from the ancient Greek syntaxis, which literally means arrangement or setting out together, and how the words are basically arranged to make a sentence grammatically correct. Traditionally, it refers to the branch of grammar dealing with the ways in which words with or without appropriate inflections are arranged to show connections of meaning with the sentence. The word syntax comes from the ancient Greek for coordination or ordering together. In spoken and written language, syntax refers to the set of rules that determines the arrangement of words in a sentence. So we have rules, definite rules. We cannot, if several words are given to us, we cannot write those words according to our sense. We have definite rules of writing a complete sentence. We cannot write like she is a good girl. We cannot write good girl she is. We cannot write in that way. We cannot write a good she is girl. No, we cannot write in that way because that would be grammatically wrong. We have different rules. We have a set of rules, a set of defined rules that tells us that how to join the words together to make a sentence grammatically correct. And this is not with the English language. Every single language has their own syntax. Every language has a way of writing something. Like for example, in Urdu language, we do have a syntax. Like for example, she is a good girl. If we convert it into Urdu language, वो एक अच्छी लड़की है. वो एक अच्छी लड़की है. We cannot write अच्छी लड़की, वो एक है. So every language has their rules. Syntax is the structure and ordering of components within a sentence. The word syntax came from Greek and literally meant a setting out together or arrangement. Syntax is the study of how words are combined to create phrases and clauses. Here the word causes is here, L is missing. Here the word is causes. Here the word is clauses in the sentences of a specific language. This definition is given by Freeman and Freeman. Syntax helps us to make clear sentences that sound right, where words, phrases, and clauses each serve their function and are correctly ordered to form and communicate a complete sentence with meaning. The rules of syntax combine words into phrases and phrases into sentences. Each language has a stock of meaning-bearing elements and different ways of combining them to express different meanings. And these ways of combining them are themselves meaningful. So each language has a different way of combining the words, means different syntax. How words are combined to make a sentence grammatically correct in English language, the rules might be different for the French, for the Arabic, for the Persian, for the Urdu language. For example, the two English sentences, Chris gave the notebook to Dana, Dana gave the notebook to Chris. These two sentences contain exactly the same meaning-bearing elements, that is, words are same. But they have different meanings because the words are combined differently in them. These different combinations fall into the realm of the syntax. The two sentences differ not in terms of the words in them, but rather in terms of their syntax. We have both sentences have the same words, but both sentences have different meanings. Because how the different meanings? Because the arrangement of the words is different. In first sentence, Chris is giving the notebook to Dana. In the second, Dana gave the notebook to the Chris. So the role of the people are changed due to the syntax. Syntax is mainly concerned with the structure of sentences and how the sentence is actually formed. In English language, common sentence structure is what? We have subject, we have verb, and then we have the object. The subject comes before the verb and the direct object follows the verb. But each language has different structure of sentences. Each language has its different syntax and syntactic rules. For example, the English language has a general rule that subject comes before the object and the verb, whereas in Urdu language the object comes before the verb. Let's take an example. He drinks water. He is a subject, the doer of the action. Drinks is an action, the verb, and water is the object. When we convert it into the Urdu language, what comes? वो पानी पीता है. वो is the subject, पानी is the object, and pita hai is the action, that is the verb. So you can see the arrangement of the words, the structure of the words is different. So we can say the syntactic rules of the Urdu language are different from the syntactic rules of the English language. So in this way, the syntax is different from the grammar. A central part of the description of what speakers do is characterizing the grammatical or well-formed sentences of a language and distinguishing them from ungrammatical or ill-formed sentences. Grammatical sentences are those that are in accord with the rules and principles of the syntax of a particular language, while ungrammatical sentences violate one or more syntactic rules or principles. So, on basis of the syntactic rules applications, we characterize either the sentence is grammatical or either the sentence is ungrammatical. For example, the sentence teacher is reading the book is a grammatical sentence of English, while the teacher the book a reading would not be. Ungrammatical sentences are marked with an asterisk, hence teacher the book a reading is. This sentence is ungrammatical because it violates some of the word order rules for English. That is, basic word order in English is subject, verb and object. So this sentence is violating the syntactic rules. So on basis of that, we say that this is the ungrammatical sentence. Now comes that why languages have syntax. You, after getting the introduction of the syntax and why the introduction of the syntax, you might have get the idea that why do languages have syntax and why the syntax is important in the field of language. It's because not only it focuses on the correct word order for a language, but it also helps show the relationship between the meaning of a group of words. Without proper syntax, a sentence can be meaningless. It is the key to understand that every language does have certain syntax. The syntax does vary from language to language. So what we have in it also deals with the meaning as well. The structure of sentence changes the meaning of the sentence. While languages essentially have the same building blocks, the arrangement of the words can range. Some languages begin with clauses by naming a subject, such as a noun, which would make it the topic of the sentence. However, other languages begin clauses with words that name the action in a specific sentence. For example, English syntax is different from Spanish syntax. This means that confusion may result for students whose L1 is Spanish. For example, in English, red shirt is used. Always in English, we use the adjective with before the noun. Red shirt. We cannot say shirt red. We cannot say shirt white. We always say white shirt, or we cannot say board white. We always say whiteboard. But in Spanish, the word order is shirt red. When it is written shirt red, so in Spanish the syntax is different, the meaning is also different, and in English the syntax, the word order is the different. The arrangement of the phrases is different. Syntax is a term used by linguists to describe a set of principles and rules that govern sentence structure and word order in a particular language. In English, the general rule of syntax follows the subject-verb-object rule. The subject refers to the person or thing performing the action. The verb describes the action being taken, and the object refers to what is being acted upon. Spanish follows the same basic structure, except the noun and adjective are inverted. So Spanish language follows the same syntactic rules, but here the noun and adjective rules are inverted. In English language, we have the adjective before the noun. In Spanish language, there is the adjective after the noun. The phrase whatever is written means red car in English, but in Spanish it reads as car red. Okay, you see. So why syntax is important in the languages? Because it shows us that how meanings are actually gained in different languages. The arrangement, how words are the same. The words is car and a red, but it is different written in the English language. The English speakers comprehend the meaning only by when it is written as red car, whereas the Spanish speakers comprehend the meaning when it is written as car red. So, however, in both sentences, it's understood that the car is red as opposed to anything else, because the word red is adjacent to the word car. That's because of syntax rules that govern Spanish and English. So, this is all about the today's introductory lecture. The purpose is just to make you aware with the difference between the grammar and the syntax. I have told you that what is grammar and what is the syntax, and then what the syntax basically it is the branch of linguistics that deals with the study of the structure of sentences. In a sentence, we have the smaller unit is the phrase, then comes the clause, and then clause makes the sentence. So its syntax is concerned with the arrangement of phrases, of clauses, and then the proper sentence. So these arrangements are different in different languages. Different languages have their different arrangements of making the things. So this is all about the today's lecture. So further in more lectures we will study the concepts of syntax. Our focus would be on syntax purely. In detail we will study the other concepts of the syntax as well. So these are some references. You can take guide from these references as well. And this is the book. This is a very good book. You can get it from the internet as well, and you can purchase that book as well, and that would be very easy for you to comprehend the concepts of the syntax, because syntax is, you can say, the backbone of the linguistics, or we can say the English language. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.